Hello and welcome to my channel Infinite Intuition. If you've been here before, welcome back, and if not, then just welcome. I hope that you enjoy my reading today. So today I am actually focusing on a general reading of what this new moon is meant to bring to us. There is a website actually that I found pretty interesting that does go through each zodiac sign, talking about what this new moon is going to bring for each sign. So I thought that was actually pretty interesting. I'll link it down below. Hopefully I remember. Fingers crossed. But I did want to read about the new moon a little bit before we get into the reading and shuffling the cards and stuff like that. So this new moon is actually in Scorpio, and it's going to begin, well, technically not today as I'm filming it, but when it's published will be the day that it is supposed to happen. Though I did kind of hear that it might happen on December 1st for some places, depending on where you're at, I guess. But it's saying, but if you were to Google it, it's saying November 30th. And this new moon signifies fresh starts and new goals for each zodiac sign. And emotional processing and contemplation are urged. The website that I wanted to link down below did show me a little excerpt of somebody who was writing that article saying to get ready to stand in your power. Now, I think this might be a quote for one of the signs specifically, but for some reason, I really felt like I needed to say that for the general reading as well. And it continues on by saying it's that this new moon is the most important new moon of the year. And it's highlighting passions, desires, and our greatest intentions. This website also talks about Sagittarius, because we are in Sagittarius season right now. And it says it's a zodiac sign that encourages us to expand our minds and learn, quote unquote, about the world by expanding our perspective on life through travel, academics, and spirituality. We are encouraged to pursue adventure and charge into the unknown. So, maybe that'll come through in the reading today, but that's definitely a message. Even if it doesn't come through in the cards, I felt like that I needed to say. And it does really feel like this month, despite... I know I keep bringing up election stuff, but I mean, like I said before in my past videos, it really is an everyday thing. It's kind of hard not to talk about. But I feel like December might be a pretty good month for people. And even my gut, even my instincts, I get the vibe that December is going to be a pretty big month. So we'll see how that goes. But let's just focus on the new moon and what spirit, our guides, anybody that we work with has to say about what this new moon is going to bring in for the collective, for everybody in general. What is... It feels like it wants to come out as well as that. Okay. So this one on the side, I know it didn't fall in sight on camera, but it definitely flew out right away. Okay, we've got the Hermit. Oh, we've got the sun. We have the shadow side in reverse. This card is actually unique to this deck. The Ten of Cups. And also the Nine of Swords. Okay. So I definitely feel like overall we are, for many of us, going to be going into kind of hermit mode. We're kind of going to feel a little bit withdrawn, especially internally. Trying to do some healing, especially since we have the Nine of Swords on the end here, which makes sense if we have both of these on the side, why we would be going in, because Nine of Swords definitely talks about feeling depressed, feeling sad, a lot going on in our mind right now, and it just kind of feels like we don't really want to deal with anybody else. We just want to be by ourselves trying to heal. And I kind of get the sense with the Ten of Cups and the Sun, for some of you, we're so stuck internally, we may not be seeing, or we're kind of like surrounded by all of this joy and happiness from others around us, which just kind of makes sense. It's the holidays, so we do have people who are getting excited for that. But times are tough right now when we have family members who we may not feel like we can really trust after the election, or we feel hurt by other people, and not just family, we could be friends too, just close loved ones that we know. And with the shadow side, with it in reverse though, I kind of feel like this new moon is going to be lifting that turmoil that's inside of us. And so I feel like, at least for some of us, we may be able to start to see the good a little bit better. And we may be even able to join in, despite the fact that at times we may... Hi, sweetie. Sorry, my cat tried to walk across the screen. Even though at times we may still kind of feel like we want to go into a hermit mode, we want to just isolate ourselves. But at the same time, I feel like we're able to bring this balance and still be able to spend some time with family and still be able to have fun and be happy. So I guess just trying to find the light again. Kind of like what the new moon said, finding a fresh start, new goals. We are processing emotionally. Okay, that's what I'm definitely seeing for us. So what the site said seems like it's true when it's coming, and especially when it's coming through here. This is what our guides definitely want us to know. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards. So yeah, definitely turmoil lifting. Also getting rejoicing with this card as well. Okay, we've got waxing gibbous fear. So I'm going to put that right above the shadow side. And when I immediately looked at that, I got the sense of releasing fear, maybe. But we could also, in a way, still be fearful. Again, because of current situations right now. What's been going on. It's a scary time. And it's okay to be scared. I keep trying to want to shuffle. I'm like so used to shuffling close to myself that I forget that I want to shuffle on camera a little bit better. So you guys can actually see when cards fly out. Or if I feel like I need to pick a card from the deck if one really speaks to me. But also with this imagery with the fear card, seeing these birds flying around her, this also makes me think of the turmoil. It's kind of like we've got so much going on in our minds right now about probably like about the election, probably even about the future. But it doesn't even have to be all of that. It could be relationships, possibly ending or being hindered in some way. There could also be something else that could be on our minds that's really clouding our clarity right now. But we do have, definitely, we got some self-love coming through. And I do feel like that the self-love goes along with the Nine of Swords and the Hermit of trying to take care of ourselves, knowing that we're a little bit vulnerable still, and that we are healing ourselves to bring in, we are showing ourselves some self-love to bring in such happiness and light and joy, and possibly even finding joy with family or friends again. Maybe even if relationships are a bit hindered at the moment, there may be something happening again where we can rejoice together. Maybe for some of you, if this is like an election thing for you guys, maybe you know somebody who voted for 45 and now they're one of those people that's actually regretting their decision, and they're starting to kind of open up their eyes and their mind. And then we're able to kind of come together again. At least for some of you, that's just something that's coming through. You know, it's interesting because I think this new moon, I think I read something in the article that I said I wanted to share. I think this new moon's going until December 15th. So this is kind of, a good chunk of the month that we're going to be with this new moon until it goes, or at least with this energy, until it goes into its full moon, which is a counterpart of this new moon that's coming, which is called the cold moon. Now I kind of forgot where I was going with that. Why did I feel like I needed to bring up the full moon? Okay, actually, I think I was going to say something like this. The first chunk of December, and I think I've even said this in the past video with one of my election readings, and I'm watching other people talking about it as well. Other readers or astrologers saying that something in December is going to kind of shake things up politically. And I kind of wonder if this is something that you're going to be rejoicing about. I've also been hearing something happening either on or around December 7th. And that's going to be, this new moon energy is in that time frame of what I had just said, when the full moon's going to be coming on December 15th. So that new moon energy is still going to be there around that time on the 7th. We have discernment. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like I said, with this woman with this cloud over her mind. And that's what we've been talking about, feeling cloudy. Our mind is very cloudy right now. Probably clouded with fear. Okay, but we have resilience. Yes. I feel like this is a reminder of just how resilient you really are, about how strong you really are. That things may be weighing you down now, kind of similar to how this person is with this stone or something, piece of a chunk of ground or something. I can't really tell what's on top of it, but like it's weighing her down on her back, but she still keeps going. And maybe that's part of this thing where you are releasing a little bit of fear, giving yourself some self-love, releasing a little bit of our clouded mind, even though we may still be scared for the future in some way, but you're resilient enough to find a way to still bring joy back into your life. Ooh, and then we have sovereignty. That, like, just how this woman is in this image, I feel like there's such power there. That you're stronger than you really think you are. So I love that came up for you. Let's go ahead and get some more oracle cards. Actually, let me push these up. I didn't realize I still had some room on the camera, so that we can get some room for these other cards. I do feel like that one wants to come out as well as that one. And this one. Ooh, we got Scorpio the Mystic. Feelings and subconscious. New life goal. With the North Node in the image, finding our life's purpose, probably. Community and technology. And work and routine. Okay. Definitely finding our passions, like we were talking about in the new moon description. Perhaps that passion does have something to do with community and technology, at least for some of you. Feelings and subconscious definitely makes me think still of going in that hermit mode and that self-love, taking care of ourselves a little bit better. And as we take care of ourselves, we actually feel better. Okay. And then the mystic down here. And then we have on the 11th house these hands. Like literally like manipulating the stars and the moon. And I kind of wonder if maybe for some of you, you do something like this where you actually make your own channel and maybe do a pick a card or some other kind of way of reading tarot. Maybe you even do astrology. But obviously not all of you would be into doing something like that. So I would think the Mystic card, I had also heard about a knowing, about like maybe knowing what you need to do to achieve your life goal. And now you're finally stepping into your resilience and your power to be like, hey, you know what? I need to do this. I need to get started. This is what I'm meant to do, so let's get to it. And then you're finding that work and routine. You're finding that work and routine. This is something that you love, something that you're passionate about. Oops. Boundaries. So I would think boundaries would not only be related to, you know, people that we know. You could have boundaries with an actual person, but I'm also thinking, for probably most of you, boundaries with yourself. To be like, no, I'm not going out today because I need to listen to my actual body, and I need to listen to my actual body and do some self-love, do some self-care. Or today, no, I'm not going to go out and hang out. Or no, I'm not going to just lay around in bed or sit around and watch TV all day. You know, something like that. I'm getting up and I'm making a difference in my life to put in the work that I need to have a better future, kind of thing. Okay. Ooh. Yes, because I said rejoicing, right? We got the celebration card. So definitely something to be happy and joyous about is coming for you guys, coming for the general public, for the, you know, our community here. We do have Dark Moon, the past, and this to me makes me think of the turmoil, what's going on in our minds right now. We also have the images of the snake here, and I definitely think of, I've talked about this before, and you'll hear other people talk about it too who do this kind of spiritual stuff about Kundalini awakening, and definitely thinking about finding your alignment. It's kind of like you're realigning yourself. Because if you think about chakras and the Kundalini with the snake literally starting at the root of the chakra, which is at the base of your spine, or the like your tailbone area, and then it goes all the way up to the top of your head, where then you have the crown chakra. And so I really do feel like we're going to be finding our alignment that way and leaving the past behind us. This next card is definitely a message from your guides about how to step forward into this power. So this is more like an advice kind of thing about changing your tune. Okay, so like seeing things in a different light, seeing things in a different way, changing your mindset, fine-tuning your life, I'm also getting. Ooh, and last, for this oracle card, we've got protection. So you are definitely protected at this time. Your guides are watching over you. Whoever you may work with is watching over you, protecting you during this time, helping to guide you along with your healing and finding your life goal. And let's go ahead and just get a couple more cards. Okay. This feels more like a past thing for me. We got the stalemate that fell out. And it goes stand off, no way out, non-committal, hold out, delay tactics, blocked, refusing to compromise. So this to me, like I said, definitely feels like the past. And I kind of feel like this may have been, for at least some of you, something going on between you and one other person. So like you're the pawn and they're the pawn. Or like you're the queen. I don't know if that's what that is. That chess piece is, but that's a pawn. But either way, just you and one other person not really able to find a compromise. Somebody not able to commit. I can't really say whether that energy is more you or more them. So it may be a little bit of a mix of both. Maybe finding healing in this relationship. I know we've already kind of talked about that a little bit, but like whatever is going on, it kind of seems like you're going to be finding healing again. Doesn't necessarily have to be election oriented. I kind of feel like this could be just about anything, whatever it means for you. Not one, I don't have one message coming through for that, so I have a feeling that it would be more than one thing. So whatever, if this resonates, whatever that means for you, whatever this non-committal, non-compromise thing for you is, that's what that card is meant for. We also have man. So you or the querent, a person you know, boyfriend, fiance, spouse, love interest. Okay. So yeah, this is definitely between you and somebody else. And you're being encouraged to leave whatever happened here in the past. I kind of also felt like getting 2 more cards at least. Oh, yep. Okay. Love interest, though, struck out to me. So maybe for most of you, it actually is a love interest. But I think whatever this turmoil is around this person is going to be left in the past, and we're going to definitely start something new. What fell out was book. So we have memory, hidden, mysteries, secrets, the unknown, philosophy, intellect, knowledge, education. So education could be the new life goal. Memories causing turmoil. But I also feel like there's a mystery, like a hidden thing going on with our future that we're kind of maybe uncertain of where to go, what the future is going to look like. So that can be definitely scary. I wonder what secrets, if that is what is hindering between you and this other person. Okay, but then we also have magnet. So longing, desire, gravity, magnetic attraction, charm, je ne sais quoi, seduction, and yearning. So magnet definitely makes me think that this life goal, this positivity that's coming up about leaving negative things in the past and moving forward into a positive new life with our work and routine and our healing that is actually what you are attracting in at this time. And I feel like the new moon is definitely going to help you do that. It's going to help you bring in that healing and setting boundaries with people and yourself. Boundaries where if like maybe this person decided they wanted to come back into your life, you're like, nah, nope, I'm not having that. I'm not doing that. Yeah, leave that in the past. If they come back, just leave it in the past and be like, no, I'm moving forward. I'm celebrating my life right now. Okay. So I actually think that is all I have for you guys today. So things are definitely looking up for you with this new moon energy, and I am so happy for you. And I really, really wish you all the best. I hope this resonated with you. Thank you so much for coming by, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.